What's going on, everybody? This your man, Lucky. I'm back with another one. I know how I do. Check it out, right? I want to talk to y'all about something, right? I want to talk to the couples out there, okay? Y'all know how I do. I'm all about relationships. I like relationships. I think relationships are cool, okay? I want to talk to the couples out there, right? I guess this might be kind of directed a little bit toward the women, but I want to talk to the men as well, though. So just pay attention to what I'm about to talk about, right? Look, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk out there on the streets about men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, negative talk, I guess. I don't know, but just talk about men, how men play games and men do this and men do that. If a man does this, it means he doesn't love you. If a man does that, he's just wasting your time. If a man doesn't do this, then, just everything, just men. If a man doesn't, if a man this, then that, this, then that, if this, then that, when it comes to a man. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. I think the guys kind of get a bad rap. I think the guys get a bad rap, okay? And I just want to talk about it because I don't think there are enough people really talking about it, right? They just talk about what the men do, but I don't think they really dig deep into kind of like why the men do it, you know? I'm not the type of person that like to just throw issues out there, throw problems out there, but I'm more or less like, okay, why is the problem and how do you fix it? You know, that's really what I'm all about. Trying to fix the problem, trying to dig deep, find out what the issue is, fix it, and then move on, right? So, again, man, there's a lot of talk about how men treat women and why men do this and why men do that. And they do it because they're no good. That's really what it boils down to. Girl, don't waste your time if he's doing this or he's not doing that, right? So I want to talk about, men in relationships, right? Or men in general, right? So most of the issues that I see that are being discussed about how men act, most of it has to do with the emotional maturity, I guess you could say, the emotional maturity of a man, right? But one of the things I think that we have to look at when it comes to the emotional maturity of a man is that most men are not taught. Most men do not know how to deal with their emotional side, and it's not their fault. See, from birth, right, from childhood, little boys are taught not to express your feelings. When a little boy cries, what is he told? Don't cry. Don't cry. Little girls cry. You a little girl? Toughen up. Don't cry, right? That's what little boys are taught when they start expressing their feelings, and that's when their dad comes along or granddad or whoever that male figure is, and toughen up. You don't cry. Tough it up, right? Poke your chest out. Just take it. You a man. You a little boy. You want to be a little boy? What you? No, I don't want to be a little boy. You want to be a man? Yeah, all right. Then you tough it out. Okay. And so that's what, little boys are taught from childhood. And then just growing up through life, that's all we know. Toughen up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, just eat that. You know what I'm saying? How many times y'all asked to do, yo, you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means when they be like, yeah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? So, man, when it comes to, and this is like ladies right now, right? You in relationships, even if you're not in a relationship, just dealing with a man. Men do not really know how to process their emotions, their trauma that they have been through in the past. All they know how to do is take it, boil it up, and tuck it away somewhere, okay? And most men don't even realize that the type of behaviors that they have, that those behaviors are not really behaviors that they should have, or that those behaviors are, destructive in a relationship. Most men don't know because most men think that, okay, whatever it is that I'm doing, that's just me. That's just who I am. That's just what it is. See, you don't necessarily know that you're doing something that you're not supposed to do until you're taught, like, oh no, that's not what you're supposed to do. So most men do not have a support system. Like women, y'all all together in groups every weekend. Y'all get a heartbreak, man, oh, she's crying, and they all come together, y'all be on all these group chats, and y'all do everything in groups, and that's your support system. When somebody's going through something, y'all get together and everybody talks about it. You know what I'm saying? When a man is going through something, 9 times out of 10, that man goes through it by himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't reach out to, a friend and be like, everybody come together in a group and they got Kleenex and tubs of ice cream, and they just sitting around, shedding tears and trying to get over whatever it is that happened. Men do not have that. Most men are gonna suppress that emotion. They're gonna take it, boil it up, and throw it in the back of their mind, or just wherever it goes, and they're just going to tough their way through it. Or if they do have a support system, it may be 1 or 2 other guy friends. You understand what I'm saying? 1 or 2 other guy friends who are exactly the same way. So that support system is really not a support system, because they're not helping this man grow through a situation and be able to become better on the other side. Why are they not supporting him to do that? Because they don't know how to do it themselves. So you got one man who has some emotional trauma back, and then he's reaching out to another man who may be a good friend of his or whatever, and he's the exact same way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not really a support system that is going to help him become better at whatever the situation is, right? So, man, I kind of want to give just like straight examples, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just rambling or going in circles. But hopefully y'all can really understand what it is that I'm saying, right? So I'm just going to jump into myself, and like my situation a little bit, I guess. So like with me, right? I am who I am. Period, point blank, all day, every day, because I don't know anything else. As I go through things in life, I learn things. I take them for what they are. If it's something that may affect me emotionally or whatever, I may not even know that it really affects me emotionally, or the long-term effect that it may have on me emotionally. I just take it, boil it up, throw it in the back, boom, stand strong, toughen up, and keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So now, as I do that through life, right? I have a relationship doesn't work out, boom, I take that emotional, whatever I got, boom, throw it back here. I'm cool with, some friends over here, whatever. One of these guys thought was my friend, he did me dirty, whatever. All right, boom, take that, boil it up, boom. I tough it out, right? So now I got all of this stuff built up in me. I have no way of releasing it, right? First of all, I don't even realize that it needs to be released. I don't know that. I don't know that it needs to be released. I just boil it up, take it, throw it back there, and that's that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm fine. You understand what I'm saying? But maybe I'm not fine. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm fine. So boom, move forward. Relationships, friendships, family ships, you know what I'm saying? Your relationship with your family or whatever. Men still carry that stuff with them everywhere they go without them even realizing that they're carrying it. You understand what I'm saying? So now you have a man who gets into a relationship, and the relationship may be going fine. And then after a while, these things happen in relationships, right? So now something may happen that may trigger something from that man's past, right? And something that could be so trivial in a relationship, like, why did you just throw your clothes across the bedroom, across the bed? I really needed you to like take them and put them where they go, right? Something that's minor like that. Your wife may ask you, hey, just something minor. But because you got all this built up stuff, this built up trauma and blah, 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 it's going to come out, right? That it comes out in that man. He doesn't even realize that it's coming out. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't even realize that it's coming out. And so you're looking at him like he's crazy, because it's like, yo, I just asked you to do something simple, and now we got to get into this whole big thing right here. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't even know where all of that stuff is coming from. He probably got some built up anger in him from years ago that doesn't even have anything to do with you. And he's not mad at you. It's just built up anger that he has inside from somewhere that it's just coming out. He's not mad at you. He may be talking with an angry voice, with an angry tone, with an angry demeanor, body language, whatever like that. But he really doesn't realize that that's how it's coming out. It's just subconsciously the stuff that he's been holding on to on the inside that he doesn't even realize he's holding on to. It just, whenever it's triggered, it just comes out. It just comes out. He doesn't mean it. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say, like, when you look at a man and, everybody's just really down in a man, or a man is this, or he's no good because he does this, or he doesn't love you because he does that. Listen, all I'm going to say is that's not always the case. It's not always the case. And I know I'm probably going to get people like, how can he not know, or whatever. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. I'm the type of person, when I was young, I was taught, be a man, stand strong, and that's what I've always done. You know what I'm saying? And then now that I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just be 100. I'm going to just tell you what sparked it. Got into a exchange words, you know what I'm saying? Me and my old lady. And she sent me a text and she said, you real passive aggressive. What's this real passive aggressive behavior? And I'm like, passive aggressive behavior? Like, what are you talking about? I've heard the term before, but nobody has ever said that I was passive aggressive. So I didn't know really, honestly, what passive aggressive was. So the first thing I did was I Googled it, passive aggressive. What is passive aggressive? So then I'm reading it. So I'm like, wow, okay. Huh? What? Okay. So then what did I do? I went to YouTube and I found a video, and the video was like the 12 traits of a passive aggressive person, or like the 12 characteristics, or how do you know if you're passive aggressive? Whatever it was, but I think it was like 12 signs of a passive aggressive person. So I watched the video. Man, listen, I can straight up guarantee that 11 out of those 12 things was me all day, easy all day. And probably the 12th thing probably was me too, but maybe I was just a little, like, nah, that's not, you know what I mean? So immediately, once I watched that video, and I watched it like 2 or 3 times for it to all sink in, I'm like, wow. So I reached out to my wife and I said, yo, what is passive aggression, right? This is before I Googled it, whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? So after I watched the video, I reached out to my wife and I said, yo, I'm not passive aggressive. There's no way I'm passive aggressive, because I watched the video and I was only 11 out of the 12 things. I only, fell into the category of doing 11 out of those 12 things, right? I was joking with her and everything, but she didn't find it funny. But so then that really made me like really look into passive aggressive behavior. And I'm gonna tell you, I became like a fanatic. All I did was look and research passive aggressive behavior, passive aggression. What is passive aggressive behavior? Why am I passive aggressive? Like, what causes? I mean, I was a beast, because I knew that, you know what I'm saying, in my situation, we were going through things, right? And so at any point in time, if anybody can tell me how I can better myself, or show where I'm at fault, or show that I'm the cause of something, or something needs to be changed, just show me. Just show me. I know for sure that I'm not perfect. I know that. And if anybody is willing to say, hey, look, I see something in you that is not right. Okay, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Because I always want to be the best version of myself. I always want to be better. Period. That's all I want to do, is be better. So I started studying it, right? And I'm like, I'll probably do a whole nother video just on passive aggressive behavior. But like I said, everything fit. And it was just really like anger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, anger from what? Anger from where? And I realized that one thing about me, this is a whole nother thing. I don't forgive. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, man, you do me dirty, it is what it is. I see you when I see you. You know what I mean? I cut you off. You over here, I'm over there, and that's it. But forgiveness, that I had to learn how to forgive. But forgiveness has never been, you know what I'm saying, just in my heart. So my passive aggressive behavior was because if somebody did me wrong, or I felt that somebody did me wrong or did me dirty or whatever the case was, I could never forgive them. And so when you don't forgive somebody, that anger or whatever it is, it stays with you. You know what I'm saying? And it manifests itself inside your body. It just kind of grows and grows and grows. And then, you know, it comes out when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Anger is just anger. I don't think anger really realizes that it's anger at this person for what they did, or it's anger towards this situation over here. It's just anger, and it comes out whenever something is triggered. Just the anger itself, it just comes out. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, just really learning about passive aggressive behavior and learning that I've pretty much for a long time, I think, been passive aggressive. But I guess during the course of our relationship, little things here and there happen. And, you know, I don't really say anything when something happens. I kind of overlook it like, okay, and whatever. But it builds up and builds up. And eventually that build up, man, just started coming out in the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like getting back to, you know, the original conversation about men just not knowing. I was passive aggressive. That passive aggressive behavior was like putting a strain on my relationship, but I didn't realize, I didn't even know that I was passive aggressive. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really what I'm getting at. A lot of men, I'm talking about good men. Some men are just out here running game, trying to get over, you know, this, that, whatever. I'm not talking about that, ladies. I'm talking about the men who are good men, but for whatever reason, it's, you know, just little things like passive aggressive behavior, saying little slick stuff, or doing me. Oh man, silent treatment, man. I won't speak to somebody for years. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more of a grudge maybe, but silent treatment, man, listen, I used to come home and just not speak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because of something that may have happened a week ago. You understand what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that was wrong. I didn't realize it. I just thought that's what you do when you feel some type of way about something somebody did. Period, point blank. You know what I mean? I thought it was just normal. I didn't know everybody in the world didn't do that. Another thing I didn't know is that the silent treatment, they say, is like a control tactic. One time my old lady told me, "Oh, you trying to control me?" I'm like, "What? Trying to control you? What are you talking about?" To me, control is making somebody do something. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm thinking about it. When have I ever tried to make her do anything? I've never told her, you can't go here, you can't go there, go do this, go. What are you talking about? Control. But after learning about passive aggressive behavior, you know, it was like basically when you, like, I guess like the silent treatment or whatever is like a form of punishment to try to get control over somebody, to get them to do what you want them to do. So you give them the silent treatment for either to either get them to do what you want them to do, or for punishing them for not doing something that you may have wanted them to do or something. I'm not going to get all into it. You know what I mean? But again, I had no clue. I did not know. So I'm really here putting this video together to defend the men that are out here that are really trying, but they're exhibiting certain behaviors that they just really do not know. I mean, I'm being honest. Ladies, y'all gonna be like, how can a man not know this? You have to understand that men and women are different. You understand what I'm saying? You have to, there are things that we just do not understand about women, and we just don't understand. We never will, because why? Because we're not a woman. So women, as women, there are just some things about men that you're just not gonna understand. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? How can I not? How could he not know? You just don't know what you don't know. And now that I know, oh man, Now that I know, man, forget it. I'm a beast now that I know, because now it has opened the doors for me to start looking at other things. Like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So a lot of times when you meet a man and you know, it's like, oh man, I met a new guy, he's perfect, he's this and that. Oh, he's so emotional, blah, blah. That man has probably been through something. You know what I'm saying? To make him, you know, turn around and look at himself and say, oh, you know what? I got to work on A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, or whatever. Maybe that man has been heartbroken, and then now he learned, like, oh, okay, these are the things that I did. This is what I need to change, or whatever like that. But if you come across to you know what I'm saying, you meet a guy, whatever, and he's never just really been through something that has had to make him sit down and take a deep, hard look at himself, to be like, man, what, you know what I'm saying? What is it about me? I need to, what is going on with me? You know what I'm saying? That's what made me change. That's what got me to be a better person. Okay? When I was told that I was being passive aggressive, right? I've never been told that before. I kind of wish somebody would have said this to me years ago. You know what I'm saying? Years ago. If they would have told me that years ago, my life would totally be different. I'm telling you, my path would have been totally different. But maybe it's a blessing that they didn't, because I'm happy where I am. I'm very happy where I am. You know, so maybe this is just how it was supposed to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not trying to change the whole universe and go back and, you know what I mean? I guess this is how it was supposed to happen. But all I'm saying is, ladies, if you have, you know what I'm saying, you got a good guy, you know he's a good guy, but he, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, most men just don't know. Most men just do not know. Most men are not in touch with their emotional side. See, women know how to process that stuff. When it comes to emotions and stuff like that, like I said, y'all all get together, man. Y'all talk about it. Y'all cry about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all eat ice cream, watch the, you know, the movies, the sad movies. Y'all be passing tissues around and cry. I don't know if y'all really do that, but that's how they portray it on TV, you know. But really, a lot of men just don't, they just really do not know. You know what I mean? So if you are in a long-term, you're in a committed relationship, you're married, and it's just like, yeah, man, like, you just really got to sit down and have a conversation with them. And when I say sit down and have a conversation, I mean just a conversation. Not in the midst of an argument. See, because argument, when a man is arguing, first of all, arguing, I learned, is emotional. You know what I'm saying? Arguing is emotional, you know? Man, I used to never argue, man, but then I don't know, for some reason, me and my old lady, man, we just argue, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I wasn't starting the arguments all the time. I'm gonna just tell you that straight up, man. Listen, I take responsibility for my role in certain things, but I'm not taking that. It wasn't me. I'm saying, you know what? It was a partnership, so 50-50. Well, really 100, right? But I'll just say a half of the time it may have been me, and the other half, you know what I'm saying, it may not have been me. I'll just leave it at that. But my point that I'm trying to get across, listen, ladies, a lot of men just do not know. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like if, you know what I'm saying, you having a rift, you having an issue, you feel like your man is talking to you all type of way, he's not affectionate, or he, you know what I'm saying, just you notice a change in him, or just whatever the case may be, but you know he's really a good guy or whatever, I'm telling you, he probably got some built up stuff inside that he doesn't even realize that he had. And my suggestion would be, if you're trying to get out of that rut, you know what I'm saying? Because relationships are gonna have their ups and downs. They're gonna have their highs and lows, their hots and colds, their ruts. Sometimes you get in it. What is it, like the 7-year itch, right? Me and my old lady, she brought that to my attention. I never knew there was such a thing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, ladies, he probably doesn't know. So you might just want to sit down with him and just in a time of peace, not after an argument, not when you got some issue or whatever, something that you got to get off your chest or whatever. Nah, just in a time of calmness, a time of peace, just a time of whatever, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just spark that conversation. If he is a good guy, I'm telling you, more than likely he will be willing. He's gonna listen. And you know what I'm saying? If you feel like he exhibits passive aggressive behavior, because I'm gonna do another, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do something on passive aggressiveness. If you feel like that's the type of behavior that he has, talk to him about it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got some information or article or something like that, don't go on, like, in my opinion, please don't go on social media and be like, oh, if he does this, then he doesn't care about you and blah, blah, blah. And you be like, see, look, you don't care about me because you do this. No, don't do that. Please, don't do that at all. I'm saying have some type of solid, you know what I'm saying? Something, a book, an article, something that just says, hey, if somebody acts like this could be a cause. You know what I'm saying? If he's passive aggressive, he may have some built up anger issues, or, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes men just won't say anything because they don't want to start an argument, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just want peace at the house, man. But this right here is really bothering me. But you know what? I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want to argue. I just came off a hard day's work, long day, 12-hour shift. I don't even feel like getting to no argument, so I'm not going to say nothing, right? So then when he doesn't say nothing, boom. Next week, next day, whatever the case may be, nah, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to let this slide. Boom. Oh, wait, maybe it's going into your head, right? Okay, yeah, okay. Next day, right? And then all of that stuff starts to build up. And that's how relationships kind of go bad just over time, because it's just a bunch of stuff that boom, boom, boom. Just, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, you run out of space. And so now that stuff, it just starts coming out because there's no new space, because something new came in. So when something new comes in, something old got to get pushed out. You understand what I'm saying? It's not enough space up there. And so that's what happens over time in relationships. So when you see that man is starting to change, that man is starting to act a little different, you know what I'm saying? Just have a conversation with that man. If you can kind of pinpoint, like, oh, he's acting like this, or that's probably because men, they're not, you know what I'm saying, really going to express their feelings like that. Most men are not really going to express their feelings like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a man who's like just in touch with his feelings and whatever like that, that's different. That's, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a man that's just, you would consider him emotionally unavailable, he doesn't really talk about his feelings, whatever, and stuff like that, then you know what you're dealing with. And this is what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are supposed to be a team. When I started out, we was a team. And then eventually it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? We just became, you know what I'm saying, fighting each other instead of fighting with one another to get from point A to point B. Now we fighting against each other. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was just some things that was just built up. And ladies, y'all too. Now, y'all not off the hook, but it's just, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the men, right? So just understand what I'm really saying is a lot of men just don't know. A lot of the men just do not know that they have this emotional baggage that they're holding on to, and that they just need to let it go. You have to help him let it go, because he does not have a support system. That's how I want you to look at it. Your man does not have a support system when it comes to his emotions and whatever it is that he has on his mind. Just the course of his day. It's tough being a man, believe it or not. A good man, he's gonna hold the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's not going to show it. He is not going to show it. When he comes in after a hard day, hey babe, how was your day? Oh, my day was good. His day may not have been good. That man probably got every single stress that you can think of on his mind. But he's not going to express it to you because he doesn't want to look like he's weak. He's not going, I can't do it. No, he's not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So he's holding it in. He's holding it in, and he has no way to let it out. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, ladies, listen, all that stuff about men, if he does this and that, and leave girl right away and this and that, listen, all I'm saying is most men do not know. Again, I'm not talking about ladies. Y'all know if you got a good guy or if you don't have a good guy. You know if you got a player. You know if you got a, what they call, womanizer, whatever. You just know the man that you have. But if he is a good man, but just you can see a change in him, I'm telling you, this more than likely, he got some things just over time that is just building up inside of him. And he's probably acting in a certain way that is not conducive to a fruitful relationship, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever. And I mean, ladies, y'all can tell, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? When you start arguing and stuff like that, oh my God, how can you say that? Oh my goodness, what, you hurt my feelings. And he acting like he don't care that he hurt your feelings or whatever. You know, he is something going on. And at a time of peace, just sit down and have a conversation with him. Try to get him to let some of that stuff out. You know what I mean? If that man don't have a hobby that he does, man, find a hobby for that man. If he used to hang out with the fellas and now he doesn't hang out with the fellas anymore because because he's married and feel like he need to be home, you know what I'm saying? Tell him, look, go hang out with your boys this weekend or whatever. Like, men need that. You know what I'm saying? Men, like, they need that. That's how they get some of that stuff off. You know what I mean? So if your man, if he doesn't really do too much extracurricular, you know what I'm saying? Like, just extra activities outside of whatever y'all got going on in the house, maybe need to find him an outlet or something like that. But listen, all I really wanted to say, and this video has ended up going a lot longer. I see how people do these long videos, man, because you got so much to say, so many different things you want to touch on. But I just want to say, really, honestly, a lot of men just don't know. A lot of men just don't know. So just don't put them in a category as, oh, he's just a man and he just did. A lot of men don't know. And I'm telling you, if you got a good man and you bring certain things to his attention, if he's a good man, he's going to change. I'm telling you, it was life-changing for me when, you know what I'm saying, my spouse, when she told me, yo, you being passive aggressive, or I don't like your passive aggressive behavior, whatever it was exactly that she said. I knew nothing about passive aggressive behavior. Man, when I saw them 12 things that was on that list of traits or characteristics, I was like, wow, each one of, so I basically took care of 12 different issues. 12 of my issues that I had, 12 of them. 12 of them right there, simply because she said I was passive aggressive. And now I'm like, hold up, what? I'm what? Nah, because I'm trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be the good guy. I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying, the right guy. I'm not. So let me see what's going on. Boom. 12 things right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't go back in time and undo, you know what I'm saying, the things that I did or the things I may have said or whatever. I can't, you know what I'm saying, undo that. But starting from that point, I worked on becoming better. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back and change the past, but I can affect the future. You understand what I'm saying? And so, listen, ladies, a lot of men just don't know. They don't know that they're this type of behavior and this, that, and just a lot of men don't know, okay? So, you know, and I know women say you can't raise a man, you can't raise a boy and whatever, and I get that. But if you took the time and energy and invested into this person, into this relationship, I mean, that's the least you can do is when you see something, say something. You know what I mean? Just try to figure out what it is rather than just, I'm done throwing the towel. Because you're probably just going to get another guy who's going to be nice and everything up front in the beginning and this and that. And then eventually it's like a cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cycle. You keep going through the same thing. At some point, you have to realize, I made a commitment to this person right here. And then, okay, so I'm going to ride it out. I'm going to do whatever it is I feel like I need to do to get this to how it needs to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could jump out of it and then just start the cycle over with somebody different. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. But listen, ladies, y'all got a good man. You got a good husband at home. You got a good boyfriend, whatever the case may be. Just, like, a lot of times the way that, especially if it's something that's, emotional on the back end or whatever, we don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean? Help us out. Help us out, ladies. Help us out. All right, with that being said, man, I got to go, man. Anybody got any comments? Man, just drop it in the comment section or whatever, man. And keep sending me, some topics to talk about, man. I like talking about things. Whenever I got something on my mind, I'm going to talk about it. I'm probably going to do another quick video on my way out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about something, whatever comes to my mind. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to do something on forgiveness, though. I'm going to do something on forgiveness because, man, forgiveness, man, that word, it was in my category. It was in my, the word forgiveness was in my vocabulary. That's what I'm trying to say. It was in my vocabulary, but I never forgave anybody for anything. You know what I'm saying? Until I was told that I was passive aggressive. Once I was told I was passive aggressive, I think that's one of the things, like, forgiveness. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hold stuff on the inside, hold grudges, whatever, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've learned to forgive. And I've actually reached out to a few people. And you know, I got mixed results. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is, you have to do what you got to do to become a better person, you know what I'm saying? You can't change the past, but you can have an effect on your future, you know? So I'm gonna get out of here, man. I took too much time, okay? I don't know. I'm not into editing videos yet and stuff like that. But I mean, hopefully I didn't keep y'all too long. Hopefully I wasn't rambling, but I just wanted to get out off my chest, and I'm gonna say it again one more time, lady. A lot of men just don't know. Okay? All right. Y'all be good.